It's time for another stationery haul video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Tracy, and yes, I do love to shop. I have been shopping quite a bit here lately, especially for crafting and stationery supplies, and I want to share what I bought with you guys, mainly because I love watching haul videos. So I figured some of you out there might enjoy watching haul videos as well. Plus, sometimes you kind of want to see what things look like, I guess, quote unquote, in person versus just scrolling through a website. So I figured I will share that with you as well. So yeah, we will unbox everything. I will give my honest opinions on all of this stuff. I do have one more item coming in, actually a few more items coming in from Amazon. They are scheduled to come in tomorrow. So I will just put that video in with this video. I was just too impatient to wait for that to come in. But in addition to the items that I have coming in from Amazon, I have a very small order from Temu. Plus I guess this is kind of a small order as well. It doesn't look small, but there's a lot of covers here. But this is from LiveLovePosh's summer sale. So like everything here, I believe was like 50 to 75% off. And then I have some items I'm really, really excited about. These are from a new to me shop, The Giving Girl, and I plan to use these for my 2027 reading journal. So I'm super excited to open this up, and I just saw she has another release coming up, and I'm like, ooh. So, yes. Let's take a look at LiveLovePosh first, just because most of them are covers, so it'll be quicker to get through. So yeah, LiveLovePosh had a summer sale at the end of July where most of their items were anywhere from 40 to 75% off. I am an affiliate for LiveLovePosh, but I don't have nearly everything on their site, so I took advantage of their sale as well. So I did get, the card that they send with all of their orders, plus this die cut, and I don't have this one, so this is super cute. It's like one of their neutral stickers, but it's like the perfume. Now this was packaged in paper. I did take it off to prevent the glare from the camera, but I did get Functionally Noir. I did not have this one. This was $15. This was regular $40. It's one of their deluxe sticker books, 60-page sticker books. But obviously everything in here is going to be black. They have some quotes and some like little lace images here. I say corners and border type stickers. And then you have your boxes, check marks or check boxes, some alphas, dates. Look at this. And then some functional words. And there we go. So I'm super excited about this. I have some of their other functional books, so I knew what I was getting into. And I just love a good functional book. Then I picked up a planner pack. This is a 2027 classic weekly quad lined planner. Now I do have their quad notes pages. But I've never had their quad planner pages. And I bought this because I was thinking, first of all, look how small the numbers are. So they're going to be really easy to redate it if I wanted to use it as a planner. However, I could easily use this for notes because, again, that is where I could decorate. I could decorate where the dates are and then use this for notes. This was, I think, a few dollars cheaper than the... it actually might have been a few dollars more than the quad notes pages. But with this, you do get a monthly calendar, and it is a Sunday start, so I can easily redate that for 2027 by making it a Monday start. But there are also all of these like intro pages. Obviously, these two I won't use. But then you have this, which you can just, hide that. Then you have your perpetual calendar, which is the same every year, except for a leap year, but it's just February that would be off that year. They don't highlight the weekends or anything, so that one can be reused. Blank grid paper for vision boards. word of the year in pixels. So they just have a lot of intro pages as part of this that I thought would be kind of cool to have. So that's the reason why I got this instead of the notes pages. Like I said, I already had the quad notes anyway, but I felt like this, I could use it as a planner now that I have the actual calendar, or I could use it as notes pages. So we're going to see how I plan to use this in 2027. I still got to brainstorm on that. But I do think this one may be in my lineup. If not, we'll save it for the following year. I did finally pick up one of the new covers that they released last fall. Their new luxe covers. I did not pick up any because I really wasn't in very many discount planners. And I did have a decent amount of covers already, but this was marked down to $26 and it is so pretty. So this is a suede-like cover. Just it's so pretty. Then you have like the pockets here, the card pockets, and then the one pocket there. So this is something that I will be using for my classic planner. Then I got some more letter size covers. I actually mentioned this on my community tab that these are the older style classic covers. These are the ones that was released like 3 or 4 years ago now. And they are greatly reduced. And when I say greatly reduced, these were $13 for the letter size. And I don't think they had classic size available. But I do not use letter size planners. But what I do use is letter size notebooks. And the reason why is because I do like to print a lot of things off of my computer. And I don't want to have to resize and cut things down. I just want to punch it and put it in here. Plus for work, I don't want to always have to use fancy thick paper or cut down paper for like a classic size. So I actually use legal pads, tear them off the actual pad, punch it and put legal paper in here. So I don't always use fancy paper, but I really like these, like I said, for both personal use and for work use. I did get the black for work because I have a brown already for work, but I need 2 notebooks. One for research projects and another one just for everyday notes. They did not have the regular pink and the letter size, so I did have to get the Oops, which was still $13. And this is the same as the Oops that I actually got in junior size. It has a little bit of discoloration right here, but you can just put something right here to hang over it. I mean, I don't even know if I'm going to even notice it. So that's the reason why this was $13, but I still think, I think this is a fantastic price. That's why I put it in my community tab. I'm like, think about notebooks, y'all. Think about notebooks if you want to be fancy with your work or school notebook. Letter size is not a bad option because it's just a lot more convenient when you have to print stuff off or things like that. So that is my LiveLovePosh haul. It was not super, it was cheap compared to what the retail price was. Like these covers, I easily saved about 75% off. I also saved about 75% off the 2026 planner pack and then 50% off of the other. Actually, I got like 75% off of the other thing too, but it still was like $90. So I do want to give you that disclaimer. It wasn't like, it wasn't like I only paid $20 for all of that. It did add up. But it still was a really, really great price. So my last of my Temu order came in and I got another stamp set. I like the small months, so I got that. Then you also have small day of the week and then some smaller numbers. Can't go wrong there. I have to find some paper. And then here I got the fancy months. So I got that. Then I'm going fast, y'all. I know. I'll try to find these and link them down in my description box. With the LiveLovePosh stuff, I'm sure some of that stuff is now out of stock, but most of it's probably gone back to full price now that the sale is over. Their next sale would probably be around Black Friday. And if things are still in stock at that point, you'll probably be able to get a good deal at that time. All right, so these are stickers. I bought these again because I am going with a dark vibe theme for my 2027 reading journal. I just like the way these looks. It's a lot of black roses and things like that. They're matte stickers. But I think this whole pack was like a couple of dollars. I learned last time I kept saying everything was a couple of dollars, and it was, but it was like 3 something instead of 2 something. You know, Temu prices have gone up a little bit, just a little bit, over the past year or two, because they do not charge anything extra as far as tariffs go. And I think that's the reason why their prices have increased somewhat, because they're just added into the original price, which, given the price of things, anyway, it's really not noticeable because we're paying so much for everything else now. All right. So yeah, that's my little die cut. So I'll be using that in my reading journal. I mean, not exclusively in my reading journal. Obviously, I can use that anywhere. I got this. I don't know if I knew it was this size. I do know with this order, the issue that I was running into is hitting that shipping threshold. I had some like credits and things like that. So I didn't have to spend the $25, but still, whatever the shipping was, I had to like add something else to meet it, and I added this. So this is just some really, really thin paper. I like that it's on a pad though. So yeah, this is really, it's not super thin. It's not like rice paper thin or anything like that. But this will be really cool, obviously for junk journaling or things like that. But I don't know if that's what I will use it for. I think I'll just use it for just layering. I think it's just good for good old-fashioned layering in journals and planners and things like that. Again, it's thinner than like, you know, your planner paper. I don't know what the material is. I don't know what the material is, but I mean, it's probably about, you think about thickness wise of like computer paper type thing. But I just think it's pretty. It gives you that vintage look. So that was just something that I felt like to pad my order. This was something that I didn't already have. Like, I don't have anything like that. And I'm like, oh, that seems nice. Now, this is half cut tape set. I've seen a lot of these in different varieties over on Amazon. So they do have this on Amazon as well. Obviously not as cheap. I will say whatever I paid for Temu, your prices, you know, vary based on any promotions that they have or credits or whatever. So what I paid may not necessarily be what you pay. You could pay more, you could pay less. I believe this was around 7 something. But I thought for 4 rolls of Kiss Cut stickers, yes, these are Kiss Cut, that was a really good deal. And I just thought they were really pretty. Now, when I first saw this, now I know it's black and white and you're thinking, oh, yay, for, you know, there we go with your journal, your reading journal. I mean, yeah. Again, no, that's not really why. I did see this when I started thinking about my movie journal. But like, this is a frame, so it's Kiss Cut, so that can go around something. But I just thought these were really, really pretty. And y'all, these are really good quality. Where does it? Okay, that's where it repeats. We know it repeats there. So you probably get maybe 3 loops on there, 2 to 3 loops, which I think is not a bad deal. So these are all frames. This could be really cool, and like my memory keeping journals as well, my other project journals, not necessarily my movie journal, because I've already set that up, but this will be really cool. And some of my other journals where I like capture my favorite like movie of the month or something like that. All right, let's see. Never know where the ending is. So I'm glad they have this different color this foil. It helps me find it, even though you did see me try to open it from the other side. Now this is more like little quotes, but some of them look like, when I first saw this, it looked like newspaper type thing. But I like the way these looks. I'm not going to read the quotes. I didn't even read the quotes when I got this. I just kind of thought it was cool. Again, everything is kiss cut. So my world, a better, my world's a better way, you know. I don't really know that that makes sense. But, I was just going to show you how it's kiss cut right there. And like I said, it's matte, so it should melt like pretty much onto the page. That's enough because we can't really see the quotes. You guys don't care. Like I said, you do get a decent amount on the roll, considering I got all 4 of these for $7. Now, sometimes when I look these up on Amazon, they could go for $15. That might be a little bit much. I would probably, if you would prefer to get something like this off of Amazon instead of getting something from Temu, I would probably put it like on your wish list and watch it, because I have seen the prices drop to like $12 on Amazon. I don't know. I mean, they may go cheaper than that. I've never had one in my cart to like watch. But like I said, if I got this for $8, I think these kind of go for around 10 on Temu. So you can kind of see that that is a decent enough price difference between Temu and Amazon. Okay, so these are just roses, but you can see the like music notes and stuff like that. This one, I think I almost went through that whole roll. I was just talking, guys. I like this. I don't have very many. I'm trying to think if I have any like music themed stickers, and I don't think I do. So I'm really kind of excited about this. And I do like black and white stickers. I find that I don't have, I mean, obviously I bought a whole box, a whole book of functional. Wait a minute, see, I keep going to the wrong part. I just feel like a lot of my florals are like the colorful florals. So this is nice to have something different. So we have the butterflies. I don't know what the 2 symbolizes. That would be a little tough. Yeah, I don't know what the 2 symbol. This will probably go on and on, but you get the general idea. I do like the ace and stuff. The 2 is confusing. Sometimes on some of these, I'm kind of like not quite sure. Like I said, those quotes, if I started reading all those quotes, I mean, that could be an interesting video to see what they say and do they make sense. I do like the box that it came in. I have to figure out how to put this back. Like, does it go like that? I did figure it out. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it in the box though, because I usually forget things when they're in boxes. But there we go. So that's what I got from Temu. So not too bad today, but I think everything I got was really, really good this time. So I'm really happy with everything this time. Now we are going to take a look at the items that I got for my 2027 reading journal. So actually it was another haul video that I saw about a month or 2 now, where someone got some really cute stickers from the Giving Girl shop. And I've never heard of the Giving Girl. And she's actually based in Virginia, which is where I am. So that was pretty interesting. This is some thick plastic, y'all. And it's sealed good. If something got wet, if my envelope got wet, water would not go through this. Oh, I could have done that. This is some good packaging. And once I saw the cute stickers that she had and saw that she had some PET tapes and stuff, I started following her on Instagram to kind of get, you know, so I can be aware of any future releases and stuff. And she released some like dark but cute stickers, and I just had to get it. Now I'm going to have to salvage all of this. Oh, wait a minute. Let's just keep it on there and I'll salvage it another way. So when she does a new release, all of her items, I believe they release on Tuesdays. And Tuesday, not every Tuesday, but her release is on a Tuesday. And like that Tuesday through, I think, Thursday, it's 20% off the new item. So I went ahead and jumped on it. So what I did, I might have to block that out if my address showed, is I got the PET tape set because that was the biggest bang for the buck. At first I was just going to get these two and not get the letters, but then I kind of wanted the letters. Then I got some sticker sheets because I knew that with the PET tape, these items are in here as well. I figured the images would be a little bit larger on the sticker sheets. Plus these are washi stickers. They are small. I know it said 3x5, so the dimensions were on there. So I knew they were small, but they're still bigger than the PET tape. So here we go. I think you guys can see this. But see what I mean by like, it's cute, but still got that kind of gothic type vibes. So cute. I already know where I'm going to put this in my reading journal. And then here's another one. And then here's another one. So these are what I bought extra. These will also be in the PET tape, but I just wanted a little bit of a bigger version. And then this, I think, is the freebie. Look how cute her little designs are. So she always does these like really cute little girl designs with like the blush and stuff. I just think they're so cute. All right, now let's take a look at the PET tape. So it's the Shadow Garden Collections is what this is called, the Shadow Gardens. All right. So this is all matte PET tape. Okay, I see the ends. I think the reason why I ended up buying the PET tape set, because if I bought those two by itself, basically what I would have paid for those two, getting it as a set was only $12 more. So it's like I only paid $12 for this huge roll of PET tape with the alphabet letters. And these are kind of like your old English Gothic style. So you see you have a few of them that has like a larger letter with the fancier kind of writing on it. And then you have your smaller ones, but they're all capital. Now, we're going to see if it repeats. Yes, so it does repeat. So what I may end up doing is I may end up cutting this apart. So that way I have A through Z on a loop and just doing the individual loops. I think it'll be a little bit easier, but I'll probably use this in my reading journal as well. Now, I might be making, I guess, my own titles for some things, but we'll see. We'll see. So there we have it. Now, this is the Girls and Deco. Again, all of this is part of the Shadow Gardens. But this is the Girls and Deco. Now, because of the repeating patterns, obviously, I'm going to use some of these in like journals and stuff too. It's not going to be exclusive to my reading journal. But look, so like this girl, she was also available in one of these sheet sizes. So like if you were to get her, she would be probably like that size. So, and these were like $2. So they were very reasonably priced. And like I said, this is washi stickers. And we know washi stickers are a little bit more. So we have a gargoyle. We have the girl there. We have, I mean, look, frames, and they're all kiss cut. We have some weekdays. So then there's the image of the girl dancing with the skeleton. And then here, so that's just kind of for size reference for the sheet. That's the reason why I did that. Ooh, and then we have some clouds. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It just keeps going and going and going. Does it go to Sunday and then it starts over? Oh my God, look, the windows. Oh my goodness, y'all. Yes, so that's when it starts over when it gets to Monday. Look at this loop. A loop is where you have a whole bunch of stickers that don't repeat. So this is at least 2 loops. Because there's so many stickers, there may only be 2 loops. But I just think this is so pretty. I'm super excited about my reading journal. And now, like, this has kind of changed the vibe of my reading journal a little bit. I wasn't really thinking about having people in my reading journal or even skeletons in my reading journal. And now I'm like, this could be really cute. Like, this could be really cute to have more stuff like this. I think she's having a release in August. And it's a little bit more Halloweenish. But I'm like, do I? Do I? And then, you know, because apparently I'm on a huge, like, Black Roses kick. I got the ones today from Temu. I got some other ones. Again, I knew I wanted this set, but I'm like, I'm just going to get the whole set. I'm just going to get the whole set. I think it was something that I would have regretted if I did not get the whole set. So these are just dark florals. They're not black florals. I shouldn't say black florals. They're dark florals. So you see they're actually dark blues. And then you have these long ones. So you have like lace here, but then you have a long floral there. Now, I'm probably not going to be able to tell where the loop ends. You can get some more lace patterns there. It's just a dark garden, which is the shadow garden. So this is the dark garden. I just think this is really, really pretty. Maybe this is where it loops. I'm guessing, y'all, because we've seen something like that. But if, I mean, look. It's a lot. It's a lot on here. So I'm really excited that I found this shop. And because she's in the same state as me, I literally get the items in like 2 days after she ships it, like a couple days after she ships it. So that's also exciting. But yeah, I'm definitely intrigued. And I might be buying some more stuff from her shop, even though I don't want to buy more stuff because I don't need more stuff. When you see stuff that's like really good quality and this cute and unique, I can't say no. That's when my FOMO kicks in. All right, so this is what I got so far from these 3 shops. So I will come back with my Amazon haul and then we will wrap it up. All right, so I'm back with the final part of my haul. These are both Tiefossi products. I bought them both from Amazon and they both arrived just now. I did an unboxing and my camera wasn't on. It was a late delivery, so I was all ready to go to bed, and then I got notification that I had a delivery, and I got up and I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and unbox it, and then obviously I forgot to press record, but that's okay. That's okay. You don't need to see me actually unbox it. So you know, I have a lot of journals. I have tons of journals, and I love me some Archer and Olive journals, but I just could not say no to the price of these Tiefossi journals. Yes, journals, because this is a journal as well. So this comes in this cardboard box here with the Tiefossi logo, and it was wrapped in clear packaging as well. This was in the inside of this. I believe this was free with just this particular style of journal. But you can see it is really, really pretty. So it actually has a textured faux leather. You'll see it more when you see the back, but isn't it really, really pretty? And then we have a decorated spine. And then here is that texture. Now this, I think, goes for like $24-ish. This particular color, because you know how Amazon, different colors, different prices, it was $12.80, I believe. They had a blue one that was like 13 something. The black one, I believe, was pretty close to regular price. It was over $20. They also had lined versions of these notebooks. I got the dot grid, which you will see. The lined versions are like 17 or 18 retail, so they are cheaper than the dot grid. And those were not on clearance. So the only one that was on clearance was the brown and the dark blue. You can see it is gold hollow edges. So pretty. And look at that. I was shocked. I wish I was filming it when I actually did my initial unboxing, because I believe this is my 3rd Tiefossi journal. And this is the first one that I've gotten that didn't have the Tiefossi T logo written over here. And I was so shocked and so happy, because now I don't really have to cover this. With the T's, I feel like I have to cover them. But I think this is really, really pretty. Again, this is more like a rose gold little holographic or coppery holographic. It depends. I guess it's more when the light hits it. There's no branding over here, which is nice. And then you have the page that we all glue together. And then you start with page number 1 right here, and then it goes to page 190, which I guess this is another one you would tape together. With the Tiefossi notebooks, you do have little indicators where the middle of the page is. So right here is dead center of the page, and then you have a little line here, line here, line here, and line here. So you can barely see it, but you can see it enough to see where it is to indicate the halfway points throughout. So very, very helpful. Again, you do have your pocket in the back as well, and there's the Tiefossi little branding there. So not very much branding. That's impressive. So like, again, I don't need another notebook, but it was like, you know, half off. I figured why not for $12. I am getting into just kind of journaling more without doing the Dutch doors and things like that. So that was another reason why I picked this up with the gilded edges. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll use that, and you can actually see the gilded edges if I use it as kind of my daily journal. So this is also a Tiefossi product. So I do have lotion on my hand, so it got a little greasy. Did get a little dinged in it because it just came like in an Amazon bag. So are you guys ready? First of all, let me tell you how much I paid for this. No, I'm going to show you, and then we'll tell you how much I paid for this. Look at what I have here, y'all. I'm going to tell you what I paid after we look at it. Look at this, y'all. So this is denim. There was also a lighter and a darker version as well. The denim. Look at the lace up on the side. We have snaps on the back, so you can open it that way. The buckles actually come unbuckled too, so you can technically loosen this up if you need more space here because you filled it with stickers or whatever. So really, really cool. So I'm just going to open up the snaps, but look, have a little nautical star there. And when I saw this and I saw the price, I just added it to my cart. I did not look at any of the interior pictures. Maybe there weren't interior pictures. I don't know, because I was pleasantly not only surprised, but impressed when I opened it. First of all, this is a really cool pocket. It stays true to this theme, which my jaw kind of dropped. Now, obviously, it's just like, you know, your pleather. I'm sorry, vegan leather. But it's very, very kind of thin, but it's still really cool. And the fact that there's a snap on it, it just... Look at that. It just goes really well with the theme. I'm really impressed by that. And then, of course, you have your 6 rings. I'm not sure of the ring sizes, but you can tell they're fairly small. They're not super big. Now, I don't use a lot of ring binders. The ring binders that I do have, I use for stamp storage and sticker storage. So I'm not like all up on the ins and outs of it. But you can remove these and buy larger ones and place them in. So you would just have to make sure it's the right size and stuff. But you could probably go up a little bit in size maybe, especially because you have the extra space here that you can like put this on the last little part and give it a little bit extra room. So you do have a plastic cover here to protect the title page. And then here is the paper. So it's just lined with dates and a memo. These are really cool notes pages. I mean, they're just lined paper, but they're still cool. And they are a decent quality. I mean, they're better than decent. Not 160 GSM, but I would say it's probably 100, or if not a little bit more GSM. So it's I would want to say it might be thicker than Happy Planner paper, but not like so much thicker than Happy Planner paper, but it might have Happy Planner paper beat just by a tad. But yeah, really, really nice. Now, I don't think I'm going to use this as like a Dear Diary journal or as a notebook, although I could totally see myself walking up into my office with this as my meeting notebook. But I bought those LiveLovePosh covers for that purpose. And like I said, I don't want to have to cut down pages to make things smaller when I print them off the computer. But I think I want to do something creative in here, so I actually might end up removing this paper, or maybe I'll just use it if I want to like cover it kind of junk journaling style or something like that. I think that could be really, really fun. I just feel like something this cool, like I want to be able to open it and just be like wowed by the creativity, you know what I'm saying? So now that all that is said, I guess I can tell you how much I paid for it. So I paid under $8 for it. It was like $7 and something. I can't remember the something, but it was a little less than $8. So we'll just say $8. You cannot beat that. This, I think they said it goes for $29.99. So if you wanted the darker denim or the lighter denim, that's how much it was. But for $8, I felt like I did not need a purpose for this right now. It can sit on my shelf for quite a while, and it's going to look really, really cute on my shelf. So that is the reason why I got it. So Amazon is similar to Temu. What I paid may not be the price that it is at this particular moment. The prices do fluctuate. So if you see something, if it is still in stock, because maybe this one was heavily reduced because it didn't have very much inventory left. But if there is something, if you want to put one of the other ones in your cart or in your wish list, just watch it, because obviously this one dropped pretty low in price, so maybe the other ones will. So if you want something like this and you want to see if the price drops, then just put it in your wish list. I think do they notify you when it gets low stock, or you'll just have to keep checking to make sure it's not super low stock? But they do tell you when it's like only so many remaining. So that's the good thing about Amazon. But yeah, there we go, y'all. I think this is a really good haul. I'm really happy with everything that I got. Happy with my Amazon purchases, which is like everything was more than 50% off. My LiveLovePosh purchases, super happy about. I've already put the cover on one of my work notebooks, so I'm already using all of that stuff now. Of course, my Temu order was 2 thumbs up this time, and I found me a new shop that I may be a little obsessed with now, The Giving Girl. So yeah, like I said, I think I can give this haul 2 thumbs up. Do we do that anymore? I don't know. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, press that like button. If you have yet to subscribe, I hope you would also consider subscribing. That is all I have for now. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.